Hi everyone, welcome to BISP trainings. My name is Faiza Alam. In this session, I'll be telling you about the NetSuite dashboard, wherein we learn about the analytics and how can we set analytics with the help of workbook on our NetSuite dashboard. So let's start. So first we should know what are analytics. Analytics is the process of discovering, interpreting, and communicating the significant patterns in data. In other words, I would say that it is the science of analyzing raw data in order to make conclusions about the information. It mainly focuses on using insights to make more informed decisions that help organization in increasing sales, reducing costs, developing marketing strategies, making other business improvements, etc. Business analytics not only process a vast amount of data, but it also provides a deeper vision of what the data means and how to use it. It may apply to a variety of fields such as marketing, management, finance, online system, information security, and software services. So, all in all, I would say that it offers many advantages to the company by enabling insight into the past, present, and future business operation. After analytics, our next concern is workbooks. So, these workbooks, we can set analytics with the help of workbooks. So, uh, vast options are available for our workbook in the NetSuite application. So the analytic portlets enables us to view our workbook, charts, pivot tables, and table views on the dashboard. This feature provides user with an easy to use toolkit, and this toolkit can be used to create, analyze, and share business intelligence tools such as reports and charts. If we talk about the workbook template, so it is a common practice to modify the existing reports that the users want to see rather than starting from scratch. Like, we will find the workbooks in the data set that are already created under the analytics. So we do not have to, manually create any workbook. We can add as many workbooks to our data set as we want. And these templates can be customized to meet specific business needs. And workbook can help our business in a numerous way, as we can get reliable data in a visual format to make crucial business decisions in an easier and faster manner. So Suite Analytic workbooks load much faster, as everything is automatically enabled. We do not have to manually make any setup. Everything gets automatically updated with the data sets that have been created. So this is about the analytics and workbook. So moving on to the NetSuite application, where we would be knowing how can we set workbooks on our dashboard. But before that, I will be telling you about how can we get into it. So for that, we have to go into analytics. Here you can see that these are the various record types and the workbooks that have been created. We have two options, data sets or workbooks. So for this demo purpose, I have already created a data set and apply it on the workbook. So an option is given here. I will be taking that. Yes, here it is. So as I mentioned earlier that workbooks consist of tables, pivots, and charts. So here I have already created a data set. Its name is sales order for DB. This is the data set, and I have applied it on this workbook. So under the workbook, we have these three options. Right now we are on the table view format. This is the table view of it. If I move further, So here I have the pivot chart. We can see that this is the pivot table, and we all know that pivots are the easiest way to quickly summarize a large amount of data. Along with that, it also allows us to transform columns into row and rows into columns. Like here you can see that we just have to take drop, drag and drop the options from here under the rows, columns and measures, and we can have the pivot table in that format. So here you can see that for the pivot table, we have the option of converting rows into columns and columns into rows. So for the rows, I have selected customers here, and for the columns, I have selected date and items. And under the measures, we have these amounts. So this is about the pivot one. Now, if we go into the charts here, so here we can see that this is the chart format of my workbook. You can see on the y-axis I have the amount totals, and on the x-axis I have taken the customers and items here. And this record has been bifurcated into quarters: quarter 1, 2, 3 and 4. So right now quarter 3 is not showing, that's why it is not having any data in it. So here we have lots of option in it. We can change the layout. We can have these options, like under the basic we have column charts, bar charts, area, line, and also with that we have staked charts also. Like stack charts are the charts where the bars and columns are divided into segments that represent multiple categories. Along with that, it also shows both the composition and comparison of a few variables over time. So this is about the stake chart, and the other chart we have discussed in our previous session. So we can change the layout of our data in the format as per our requirement. Along with that, we can also apply filters. You can see these three dots over here. With the help of these three dots, we can filter out our data. Like we can change the sorting into ascending or descending orders if we want to take. So here for this demo, I have taken the top 10 customers. If we want to filter the customers by the amount, so we can take it. So in this way we can apply filters to it. Under the series also we have for options, we have option of either we want to take year, quarter, month or date. So we can change the date hierarchy accordingly. Under the properties, we can provide names for the titles. In access for y, access y, x and y, we can provide the names for it. So this is about the layout. We can apply filters also to our given chart. And after that, we can click on save, or if we want to share it to some other role, so we can share it, as I have already saved it. So this is about the data, workbooks. Now we'll be looking at how can we set this analytic portlets on our dashboard. So I'll go back to home page. I'll click on personalize option here, and we can set up to 10 analytics portlets on our dashboard. So I am taking only 2 here. So for the first one, I will click on these 3 dots and click setup. Here you can see under the portlet types, we have to select the type, like whether we want to take the pivot portlet, chart portlet or table portlet. So first I will be taking the pivot one. Now here we have the record types of workbook relating to pivots. Here it is. Here we can provide the visible, how many rows do we want to make visible on our dashboard, and if we want to provide any name for the portlet, so we can provide it. Now I will click on save. Now here you can see the pivot that is falling under the workbook on the analytics. So it is appearing on my dashboard right now. I can zoom it out like this. I can refresh it. So this is about the pivot. How can we set pivot on our dashboard? If we go down here, I have selected another portlet. So I'll go into setup. So under the portlet type, I will be taking this chart portlet. Here is the chart. So if we select a chart portlet, so here we have the option of selecting the height for the portlet, like whether we want to have a short, medium or tall uh, height of the portlet. So for this, I have taken the medium one. Now I will be providing a name for this portlet. As we have taken customer and item here. Now I will be saving it. So here you can see the chart that is appearing on our workbook is now here on our dashboard. We can change the layout. Currently it is in the column chart. We can change it into the bar chart. Here it is. Here we can have the name of customers and the item's name, and the amount has gone down as we have changed the layout of the chart. If we take the stacked chart here, stacked column chart, so it will be looking like this. Here we have the amounts in the vertical format or in the y-axis, and on the x-axis we have customers and items name. If I take the stacked bar chart here, so it will be visible in this format. Along with that, we have this line and area chart also. So I will be selecting this. It is giving a good look and feel to my dashboard. So in this manner, we can set our workbooks in the form of analytics on our dashboard. And here you can see with these three dots, we have the option of open in workbook. If I click on it, so it will be taken us to the workbook page where we were previously on. So if I click on it, so here you can see that it has taken us over here. So in this manner, we can set the analytic portlets on our dashboard. We can set the pivots, we can set the table views. I have not taken that, but we can set pivot tables, we can set charts on our dashboard with the help of workbooks on the analytics portlet. So that's all about the topic. In case of any questions and consultations, you can reach out to us at www.bispsolutions.com. Thank you.